So this week we're going to cover the red tip material. So it's going to be a little bit longer. Instead of 4 walking drills, we've got 8 walking drills this week. And then we're going to go into 4 timing drills and some self-defenses. I may just go easy on the self-defenses. You've got extra self-defenses. So because we're covering extra material, we may just do 4 to 6 self-defenses this week. And I may just stick with 1, maybe against a choke or something. So if you are actually a red tip or getting ready to test for red tip, you are pretty committed to Taekwondo. It's possible that you could quit after this point. We do have, but most of the time, if you make it to red tip, there's a very good chance that you're going to continue on and make it to black belt. So you're probably getting pretty good at Taekwondo, you feel, or you're just very dedicated to it. I've seen a lot of naturally talented people actually quit when they actually had to start working at it, and when you get to red tip, you're going to have to start working at it. And then other less talented people that were more determined stuck with it and become excellent black belts. So if you're not the most naturally talented martial artist in the world, don't sweat it. You can still be a very, very good black belt. So I'm just going to start with the walking drills. I said there were 8 walking drills. 3 of the kicks are back hook kicks. And the back hook kicks are why we changed the terminology for the back kick and side kicks prior to this. Because the starting motion for all these kicks mirrors a previous kick, but we sometimes use different terminology from them. And my cameraman's scowling right now because I've got somebody in the neighborhood, Hip Hop Lou, that likes to play his music extremely loud when he's out at his pool party, no matter what time of the day. So we're just going to continue to go through it, and if you hear some of that noise, just kind of drown it out in your mind. So we're going to start out with the pivot back hook kick, and this begins like a pivot side kick. So you go into a front stance, and you're going to, so when you do a pivot side kick, you spin around like that, it's going to be the exact same motion. Okay. So you're here, you're going to pivot around. Now this is a side kick that misses. So it comes out a little bit and comes back. So that motion, it comes out a little bit and it comes back across. Okay. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Okay. And that's, you'll just keep going until you do I want to be merciful this week? So you can get away with doing 10 each side this week because we've got more timing drills to cover, but I would suggest 20. I think you need to do at least 20. In actuality, you're going to need to do these thousands of times to get really good at them. The back hook kick is a kick that some people have a difficult time with. I always did. My right kicks would be about waist high. Oh, striking area is either the flat of the foot or for Olympic sparring, the heel. You want to bring the heel back. So I always struggle a little more with the back hook kick, particularly on the left side. Some people don't have any issues at all, but back hook kick, it's not unusual for you to struggle with that a little bit. So just keep up at it if you are struggling with it. So now we're going to move to our first hand technique, and it's double punch. So again, you're going to be in a front stance, and you just step, double punch, step, double punch, step, double punch, step, double punch. Now if you've been paying attention, you will notice that sometimes when I go, it's regular reverse. So other times, it's reverse regular. That's okay, because that's a correct double punch. All right, and then when you do a turnaround, I want you to just throw one single punch, and now it'll be reversed from what you were doing before. So that time left hand was going first. This, going this way, right hand was going first. Okay, so that's a proper turnaround for the double punch, so you're going to be leading with a different hand on the way back. Again, I would suggest 20 each hand, but I'm not there to watch it, so if you only do 10, there's not much I can do about it anyway. So now we're going to go to the turning back hook kick, and we used to call the back hook kick something different when you did this movement, but now it's the same, so it's turning. So you're in a front stance. If you'll remember, on the turning back kick, You take the foot across, turn, and then you do the back kick. Well, now you turn, but you open the shoulder up. This will have that leg come across as a side kick, and remember, it misses. So when you open that shoulder and you kick, it's out there, and you pull it back. Let me do that again where I fall. So you look back, that was a back kick. Out, and over. Okay, and then you'll do the same thing to the other side. All right. So that's the turning back hook kick. The same motion as you start off with a turning back kick. The pivot back hook kick is the same motion for the pivot side kick. So now we're going to go to a combo hand technique. This is high block reverse punch. So we start. The first technique is a regular technique. So you actually step on the first one. High block reverse punch. Step. High block reverse punch. Step. High block reverse punch. Again, 20 each hand. So it's 20 of each combo for each side. So now we go to the last one, which is the spinning back hook kick, and this comes across like a spinning back kick. Let's see if I can even get one of these on the concrete. So, we're in our front stance. Just like when you do a spinning back kick, you're going to step, you're going to turn, then you're going to open the shoulder so that it comes out like a back kick or a side kick, and then it whips back. Now, as you're doing the spinning back hook kick, you're going to notice two things. You're going to take up a lot more space, offensive kick before a defensive kick, and the other thing is you'll be kicking with the same leg all the way down. So when you turn around, you should be kicking with the other leg. If you're not doing that, you're not doing it correctly. So the next hand technique is one of my favorite hand techniques. It's called the regular double punch. So you step and you do a regular punch, double punch. Step, regular punch, double punch. Regular punch, double punch. So the timing I do between the regular punch and the double punch is about 1 to 2 seconds. A lot of people, particularly if they start getting tired, you're going to see this. And it's not distinguishable. You have to have a noticeable pause. So it has to go. And that is the correct way to do that. So regular double punch, about 1 to 2 seconds between the regular punch and the double punch. So now we're going to do the last kicking technique, and this is a combination technique. It's outside crescent kick, side kick combo. Now I was actually testing one of the, I think it was somebody for Red Tip, and they did this technique with the same leg without putting it down. That is not the way we teach it. It's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. The way we teach it is as 2 separate kicks. Doesn't mean it's necessarily wrong if you can do it as one, but it's 2 separate kicks. So when we're teaching this, it's outside crescent, and you put it down, side kick, bring it back. Outside crescent, side kick, bring it back. And you'll do that as a combo, and then again, when you turn around, then it will be a different leg that you're leading with. So you'll be doing the outside crescent with the left leg, side kick with the right leg. Last hand technique, and then we're done with the timing drills for this week. It's just like the first combo hand technique that we did with the block, only this time it's going to be outside middle block, reverse punch. Now, because it's an outside block can be done either reverse or regular. My block can only be done regular. For this, because it's a reverse punch combo, you're going to do the outside middle block as a regular technique. And so you're going to step on the first one. So you're going to step even with the shoulder, punch out. 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 Always remember to put this hand back on your hip after you've done your block. Okay, so that is your 8 timing drills that you've got to practice this week. I would recommend 20 of each for each side, but it's your workout, do it as you wish. So come back for the timing drills and the self-defenses.